Good morning. My name is Marek Neumann. I'm with Intel with the Automated Driving Solutions Division, and today I want to share with you our view why flexibility matters in autonomous car designs. There are 5 things actually that I want to share with you up front where we came to the conclusions that actually you will see that there are many more workloads than just the pure AI workload that are in the classical and highly parallel environment of computation. And the autonomy basically relies on the ability in its reality to interact with the human-operated traffic, as well as building up safety and trust, which is leading into evolving system designs. We see them evolve on an increasingly fast pace, and still we see them evolving continuously. That said, Intel actually, together with Mobileye, has built the broadest accessible foundation of technologies that are today nearly in all operated test cars on the roads, saying that for the autonomous vehicle use cases, the range of users where flexibility actually requires different approaches to solving a problem, either algorithmically in a classical sense or with machine learning and with artificial intelligence methods, may vary broadly. And that leads to a view of basically 3 pillars when we zoom into the vehicle itself. We do see sense. Sense means the vehicle needs to understand what is around it. It needs not just to understand the legal situation, it needs to understand the far more difficult situation when it's merged into human-operated traffic and when situations occur that are actually on an incidentally basis, not part of what we would expect to be a standard pattern. So having the ability to deliver the best fusion, the best environmental model, the best solution in order to ensure proper self-location and proper situational awareness leads into the step of planning. So planning, what are my options? In a very simplistic way, do I hold the horses, or may I even intend to overtake a slower vehicle that actually is in front of me? Out of that planning step, which has a lot of algorithmic loads that have a classical connection into high-performance processing and multi-threaded processing on the classical environment of a CPU, you drive into the 3rd pillar, which is described as ACT. So once you have derived what you consider the optimal solution for the given driving situation, you have to make sure that the execution is not just flawlessly, but also safe and respectful against any kind of changing environmental conditions while you're in the maneuver. There's a lot of dynamic in, and we do see a lot of testing, we do see a lot of experimenting, as well as we do see a lot of different passes actually addressing the very same problem for a solution. Seeing that, we have created a platform that actually allows the breadth of deployment of the various technologies to get into the hands of the engineers that really need to tackle the problems. The Intel Go Automotive Solutions encounter a solution portfolio that combines the vast majority of these technologies. They're permanently evolved. They respect the changes in design and system architectures that we observe and actually reflected on a generational basis into the community of engineers, into the community of research, and into the communities of deployment. That means ultimately we promote working with fewer limits. We encourage not to focus on only one sole particular per se. We are encouraging to actually address any upcoming challenge, any upcoming problem that looks for a solution with the appropriate technologies, and we have built our portfolio accordingly. So you'll see a greater flexibility in the vast capabilities starting with the legacy of very powerful, very capable CPUs, going over programmable logic, going into high integrated accelerators, and combining it with the vast technology portfolio and with the industry experience that has joined us very recently with the team of Mobileye. That actually is leading into not just the closing slide, but the one that describes the breadth of our portfolio best. So we are combining with our new family members and with the new teams and with the experience that we are getting on board, leadership in the ability of computer vision, of the processing of computer vision, with leadership in the ability of performing compute. We're combining a large, fast-growing install base that delivers us the data actually to learn from, to understand how we might tune some algorithms, how we might tune some execution units, or how we might even tune some architectures and approaches that we choose, with our leadership position in data centers and clouds. So we are able to provide a sustaining bracket between the task of learning what is out there in order to solve the automated and autonomous driving tasks, and scoring in order to make the vehicles actually interacting better and better with the live scene traffic situations. We have identified the self-localization of the vehicles, the fleets, as one of the emerging technology challenges that actually need to be solved. And we provide, with the RAM technology, the ability to do that on a very efficient process with a very smart and accurate database being created from it. And we are using this jointly to optimize the HD mapping architectures, where most of the HD mapping pre-processing and processing today is being run on our server technologies and on our compute machining technologies in the data centers, which basically drives into the fourth pillar, which is machine learning. Machine learning, deep learning, sensor fusion expertise, which is road proven, which actually is deployed in live running vehicles today, being ready, set for the state to make the transition into the next level, saying powering level 3, 4, future level 5 vehicles. And we are combining this with a very broad portfolio of artificial intelligence, machine learning, deep learning capabilities, that part of them we have brought into the family through acquisition, part of them we have developed ourselves, actually strengthening our capabilities in the data center. That said, we are very proud to announce an end-to-end portfolio that allows for the variable and flexible design actually into an end-to-end solution for the future of the autonomous vehicles. Thank you.